Welcome back to the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network, and it is our broadcast opener of the basketball season tonight as Westminster hosting W&J. We sit down now at the half with head coach Rosanne Scott of the Westminster Titans. Coach, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us at the half.
Thanks, Randy.
Now, this Westminster team, back-to-back appearances in the PAC semifinals the last 2 years, back-to-back winning seasons as well. Perhaps most impressive about last year's run is that you did it after graduating 5 very important seniors from the team the year prior. Talk about the growth of last year's team and how you hope that carries over into this season.
Yeah, I think the time that we had with them, especially losing 5 seniors and then having such a young, I think we had 9 freshmen. And then, having that, I would say, COVID season where we didn't play for a good, 2 months, 3 months, and kind of were able to practice with them. That really helped develop them into spending more one-on-one time with them, smaller groups where we were able to work on things that typically during a regular season, you're not able to. And I think that helped get them to, get into the game, the college game, understanding, breaking things down, because everyone comes from a different program in high school and runs different things. So just be able to teach them more and stop things more with them and explain things better. I think that kind of helped us, kind of mature a little bit more quickly last year.
And as far as this season, tonight, the PAC opener for Westminster, entering tonight's game with a 2-1 record in non-conference play, of course, including a 69-66 win over a very good Carnegie Mellon team. What's your feel for this year's team in the early going? Obviously, just 3 games in.
Yeah, they're getting better. That's one thing as a coaching staff that we're happy with. Like, they come in, they're coachable, they work hard, they love being around each other. They're a fun group to have and to coach, and getting better. We talk about just being consistent. It's not going to be about perfection. It's going to be about progress, and we have to progress. Week by week, day by day, drill by drill, and so the younger, they're starting to we still do fundamental stuff every day, just to get it to click. Defensive rotation, the boxing out is a couple things where we really need to focus on. And so we continue to do that every day as breakdown drills to get them, because it's not about where we start, it's about how we finish. And we know that. And the girls kind of are bought into working hard and getting better at those things.
And before we jumped on the air, we were talking a little bit about how youthful this year's team is, but you do have some very quality upperclassmen, starting with junior Natalie Murro. She returns after a breakout season last year, averaged 17 points per game, second team all PAC honors last year, well deserved for her. What led to her big year, and what's the next step for Murro this year?
I think what led to her is her confidence. Last year she got some confidence, realized what she could do, offensively, not just be a threat with her 3-point shot, but she could be a threat, with her inside-outside game. So, it's kind of like who are you going to put on her? Are they going to put a post on her? Are they going to put a guard on her? So, just her being confident in that aspect of things, and so she's, for us, how she goes is how we're going to go offensively, being able to, because a lot of teams double her, a lot of teams focus on her. And so then that enables us for our guards to be able to knock down some outside shots or, switch screens. And now you have a smaller guard on her. So she's been really, really coming into really happy with how she's progressing.
And defense always very important to your Westminster teams. And a player who was a PAC honorable mention last year, senior this year, Megan Polczynski, kind of a Swiss Army knife for your team. She really does so many different things so well. How has she taken over the leadership role for your team?
Yeah, with Megan, it's, she gets things started. We wanted her to get things started defensively. We kind of have her matched up with the other team's best player, because we have faith in her defending that. So, it's the hustles, it's, the pushing the ball in transition when we need to. And she's also very versatile too, we could post her up on the block. She's really good at driving to the basket. And she also is a really good 3-point shooter. So she does have all 3 of those weapons for her to be able to use.
Junior Camden Rother had a great freshman season, was bit by the injury bug last year, playing in only 3 games. How is Rother health-wise, and how much of a boost is it to have her back?
Well, she's a coach on the floor. She's our smartest basketball IQ player out there. And, just her, getting the team together and during free throws, helping them out. And even like when she wasn't able to play last year, and she'll even say that she learned a lot by watching. And I think that has helped her this year to see things out there to help her teammates. I mean, right from the get-go in practice, she was helping the younger kids, and she's just, she can knock down shots. Her mid-range game is something we haven't seen in a long time, which is very beneficial for our team. So in her passes, I mean, you've seen them sometimes, it's unbelievable that dime she threw to Natalie against the Worcester game, so she's fun to watch, and she definitely makes our team better.
Another one of your very good juniors, Lindsay Bell, provided some big minutes last year. Already the team leader in rebounding through 3 games this season, averaging nearly 10 boards per game. What kind of presence does Bell give Westminster on the inside?
Oh, it's amazing how hard she works on that end. And we need her to work that hard on those rebounds. And, she'll get some putbacks that we need. And just her hustle, her heart, she cares so much about the team and cares so much about winning. And you could see that out there when she plays. And, she could also knock down some shots, but defensively we rely on her and her length. She does a great job getting us those rebounds that we need.
In rounding out the starting lineup, sophomore guard Bri Davis, what kind of growth are you hoping to see from her this season?
Just some confidence. She's again, I consider her a freshman with the playing experience right now. So her just understanding the game a little bit, like when we still talk about the fundamental stuff. But she has a lot of potential, and we're looking forward to seeing her progress, being more aggressive out there, but she has it in her. And I think it's just her, getting a little bit more confidence, but she works so hard. I mean, very coachable, works hard, just a spark for her team. And, we look forward to seeing her get better every game.
One thing that's pretty clear in watching your Westminster teams play over the years is the camaraderie that your group has, no matter which season it's been. And surely this season, I'm sure, is much the same. And it goes back to your coaching staff as well. Your assistant, Megan Sefcik, in her 3rd year as an assistant on your staff, a former 1,000 point scorer to Akron and a record holder there as well. What's it like to have Coach Sefcik on your team, and how does that trickle down to your team?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, you can see the progress of, the recruiting, she's done a great job on the recruiting trail. She's done a great job relating to the kids. She has done a great job coaching. I mean, she loves what she does, but I think the one thing that's the most important is that she's a good person, very good person, and you win with people. And I've been very fortunate to have her for 3 years, and the team, and it has showed in that, because as well as I do, that camaraderie starts from the top and goes down to the bottom. And I think me and Megan have a great relationship, and we work hard together, and that kind of trickles down to the girls see that, and it's just been really fun. So, but yeah, she's been a great asset to this program.
And tonight's matchup, W&J visiting Westminster, of course, and this is old hat at this point, but you're going up against your former head coach at Bethany when you played at Bethany, Gina DeRubo, who obviously coached at Bethany prior to coaching W&J. What's it like whenever you two go up against each other as head coaches?
It's always fun. I mean, it's been what, like 20 some years since that's happened, that we played. I played for her, but like she'll run a play and she'll get me on it, and I just look down and I smile at her. Like it's just. We're both very competitive, but we also are very supportive of each other, on and off the floor. So, it's almost like we know what's coming, and we try to get our team to know what's coming. And then they, sometimes, they get one on you, and it's just like, but it's a great relationship. And I'm very fortunate that I played under her, one of the best Division III college coaches in the country, or, if not one of the best in the country. So I'm very fortunate to have the relationship with her.
Now, multiple PAC coaches of the year between the two of you, of course, in this matchup tonight. Now, we talked about the back-to-back trips to the PAC semifinals earlier on for Westminster. What do the Titans need to do to get back to the semifinals and beyond this season?
It's consistent. I mean, obviously, everyone wants to stay healthy. We want to be consistent and just continue to get better. But when we are playing together in both ends of the floor, you know, and trusting in our teammates and, you know, making that extra pass and making, you know, being there to help the helper on defense. You know, we playing together is going to be the key. But, you know, I think controlling what we can control, and that's, you know, hustling, outworking, and having fun with each other. So.
It's Westminster head coach Rosanne Scott. Coach Rose, always a pleasure. Thanks for your time and good luck to you and the Titans this season.
Thanks, Randy.
We'll have more coming up on the halftime show in just a moment here on the PAC Sports Network.